Hello everybody. Now in this OTA section, let me very briefly touch upon one more important state-of-art technology, cloud-based system for OTA updates. OTA updates of ADAS features. This is a very state-of-art technology, a very upcoming technology. So information available on this particular technology is still very brief. It is a very nascent or infant stage, but whatever is available, I am going to present it to you. Now, just to give you a brief system overview, the design outlines a secure, scalable, and reliable cloud-based system for over-the-air updates of advanced driver assistance system features in vehicles. So it is scalable, it's secure, and reliable. Now, what are the architecture components? What are the various components that are involved in this particular setup? The first is the cloud infrastructure, and the primary components are update management service, central orchestration for update process, content delivery network, global distribution of update packages. Okay, second is vehicle communication gateway and secure interface between the vehicles and cloud. Now third is analytics engine. It processes the vehicle data and update metrics. And fourth is the security service, end-to-end encryption and authentication. Now, when it comes to end-to-end encryption and authentication, this is a part of the cyber security. Now, these are the primary components of the cloud infrastructure. Now, we will see what are the vehicle components and what are the vehicle components which are at the vehicle end. First is the OTA client. OTA client, it manages update process on the vehicle. So, this is the actual component or the entity which manages the update process on the vehicle, which ensures updates happen regularly at a even time interval. Next is update agent. It handles installation and rollback procedures. All right. So it handles installation and rollback procedures, especially when you have to roll back to the previous version or the older version of the software. Coming to the vehicle health monitor, it ensures safe update conditions. Vehicle health monitor including engine or transmission system or brake system or cooling system or turbocharger, all this vehicle monitoring is clearly taken care of. Last but not the least, the secure boot loader, and it verifies update authenticity. All right, it verifies update authenticity. Now coming to the workflow, the update preparation phase, OEM creates and signs update packages. Okay, so this is the OEM. The actual creation signing of the update packages happen at the OEM end. And next is packages are uploaded to secure the cloud storage. Packages are sent, so to speak, in a very crude language. They are sent to the cloud storage. And next, metadata is added to update catalog. So in the update catalog, the metadata is also added and compatibility matrices are updated. Now, when it comes to update distribution phase, the vehicles periodically check for updates. Next comes the cloud service determines eligibility. So whether the vehicle is eligible for update or not, the cloud service is clearly checking, and it also updates the packages whether the packages are delivered via optimized channels. All right. So this update distribution phase, it ensures updated packages are delivered via optimized channels. Next comes the differential updates minimize bandwidth usage. So this differential update, okay, this is the actual package which minimizes the bandwidth usage, because bandwidth is very scarce. You have to use the bandwidth as miserly as possible, and it is this differential update which ensures the bandwidth is used properly or optimally. Now coming to the vehicle installation phase, the vehicle verifies package integrity. The system the system checks vehicle state and update is installed in rollback capability. Now post update validation is performed. Now post update validation is performed. Okay, these are the key part of the or the important aspect of the vehicle installation phase. Now what are all the key features? The key features, what are the key features include the security, the reliability, the performance, and analytics. Now let's go one by one. When it comes to security, End-to-end encryption is very important. Cryptographic signing of all the packages is equally important. Hardware security models for key management, secure boot chain verification, regular security audits and penetration testing. All these comprise of the security. All these form the building block of the security. Now, how to make it reliable? It makes reliable by deploying multi-region cloud for redundancy. So instead of cloud in only one region, the cloud is deployed in the various regions for redundancy. It's like a backup mechanism. Next comes the atomic update transactions, the comprehensive rollback mechanisms, the vehicle health checks, pre-post update, and battery management during updates. So this is all how you ensure the system is reliable. Now let's see how it is going to make it perform perfectly. To ensure the performance is optimum, the delta updates to minimize the pay size load, bandwidth throttling capabilities, scheduled updates during off peak hours, and regional caching servers, and connection resilience for intermittent networks. All right, these are the various aspects of the performance. And analytics, when it comes to analytics, real-time update cracking, the successful failure rate monitoring, the vehicle performance telemetry. Now this is important. Vehicle performance telemetry is extremely important, especially when you are managing a fleet. Especially in fleet management, this telemetry is extremely important. Now predictive update scheduling and customizable reporting dashboards. All right. So these are all the various key features of the OTA updates, cloud-based OTA updates. Now, what are the various technical specifications? The technical specification is when it comes to cloud platform, the hybrid architecture with AWS or Azure or GCP. Does this AWS sound familiar to you? I am sure it does. A stands for Amazon, and you can guess what W and S stands for. So hybrid architecture with AWS, Azure and GCP. Now when it comes to data storage, S3 blob storage for packages, DynamoDB, Cosmos DB for metadata. These are all the off-the-shelf solutions for the data storage. I would request you not to too much bang your head over these things. Okay, these are all the off-the-shelf solutions. Now when it comes to computing, Kubernetes clusters for microservices, MQTT for vehicle communication, Kafka for event streaming, and database, time series database for telemetry relational for configuration. Okay, so these are all the various technical specifications of the OTA infrastructure. Now, what are all the various compliance requirements? The first is of course ISO 21434, the cyber security. Next is UNEC WP.29 regulations. Next is GDPR for personal data handling, regional sovereignty, regional data sovereignty requirements, and this is something which is developed on regional basis. For example, there is separate requirement for India, separate requirement for America, separate requirement for Japan. Now this is how so every region has its own regional integrity which is clearly outlined. Now of course the automotive safety standards ISO 26262. Now when it comes to the scalability features, horizontal scalability of the cloud components, and these are all the various scalability features. First scalability feature is horizontal scaling. I mean the cloud components can be scaled horizontally without adding or without what you call developing cloud component from the scratch for every requirement. Now when it comes to vehicle grouping and phased rollouts, this is also scalability feature. Next is regional deployment strategies, load balanced endpoints, auto scaling based on the demand. So these are all the various features that can be scaled as per the requirement. Now finally, in conclusion, this system provides a comprehensive solution for managing ADAS feature updates with emphasis on security, reliability and user experience while meeting automotive standards. Okay, so hope all of you got a clear-cut idea or at least a initial introduction about the cloud-based OTA update. Thank you.